Welcome to the Satanic News, Chapter 8. Today, I will be once again reading from the Bible of No Beliefs, which dissects the Christian Bible and gives the true meaning behind its verses. Today, what I will be reading is 3 verses that shows the inferior status of women in Christianity. Now, the first one is, of course, female inferiority. Here it is. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. 1 Corinthians 11:3. And here's another one. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. 1 Corinthians 11:8-9. Now, this translated is, the Bible's decree of male supremacy has kept women inferior to men for centuries. For this religious, it comes as a sad fact that a human must have a penis to receive any respect or power within the church. Now, all women should realize that such phrases in the Bible has justified for many Christian men, not only for their supremacy, but a reason to sexually abuse women. You can also see 1 Corinthians 14:34-36, 1 Timothy 2:8-15, Peter 3:1-7, Ephesians 5:22-24. That's it. Here is one that I think you should find interesting. I will explain afterwards. Kill the witches. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Whoever liveth with a beast shall surely be put to death. He that sacrificeth unto any god, save to the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed. That is in Exodus 22:18-20. Now, this translated is, these verses attest to the power of belief, as they led to the slaughter of thousands of defenseless people throughout Europe and the rest of the world. Understand that these verses not only authorize the executions, but they explicitly command them. Verse 18, for example, justified the burning of women in Europe, judged as witches. And in early America, the Salem witch trials resulted in the death of women and men, not to mention 1 cat and 2 dogs. Why would they kill animals for absolutely no reason? Verse 19 refers to bestiality, a sin considered worthy of death. Christians use verse 20 to justify religious wars, crusades, and the slaughter of unbelievers throughout Europe, and the condemnation of heretics still goes on. The reason I find this so insulting is because in those days, women weren't allowed to be educated or having any knowledge whatsoever. They weren't allowed to know their ass from their elbow, in other words. So, when they actually took the time to read a book and start learning, they were killed. Because they would consider that, oh look, she knows something. She knows. She's learned. She's a witch. We must burn her at the stake. Oh look, she's got a dog and a cat. Kill them too. I find that very insulting. Wouldn't all the other women in this world? Another one is called Rape My Daughter. Behold, here is my daughter, maiden, and his concubine. Them I will bring out now, and humble ye them, and do with them what seemeth good unto you. But unto this man do not so a vile thing. But the man would not hearken to him. So the man took his concubine, and brought her forth unto him. And they knew her, and abused her all the night until the morning. And when the day began to spring, they let her go. That is in Judges 19:24-25. Now, translation. Judges 19 described a father who offers his virgin daughter to a drunken mob. When the father says unto this man, do not so a vile thing, he makes it clear that sexual abuse should never befall a man, meaning him. Yet a woman, even his own flesh and blood, or a concubine, belonging to a perfect stranger, can receive punishment from man to do whatever they wish. This attitude against women still persists to this day, and we have the Bible, in large part, to thank for this attitude against women. Now, 25 describes hours-long gang rape of the poor concubine. The Bible gives not one hint of passion or concern for the raped girl. Considering that many people believe that every word of the Bible comes from God, it should not be a surprise to anyone why people still use these verses to justify such atrocities. And that is all that I have for now. I will be coming back later on to say a few more verses about the inferior status of women, because while I am a woman, I feel that it's only right for us women to know what Christian belief is about, especially in our matters. So, I am leaving now to you the opportunity to go to the site and learn knowledge for yourself. Remember, I ask you again to keep an open mind when you go to the site. For some of the contents you may not like if you're a Christian, and if you truly believe it's in the Bible. Some of it is not pretty, and some of it is definitely not kind. But if you do not want to be a harmful person, it should be no problem for you. Hail Satan, Ave Satanas, hail thyself. Have a good night and a wonderful evening, and may the enlightenment of wisdom and knowledge follow you through your eternal lives.